Hello, this is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. This is a quick video for Andreas, a local customer here in New York. And this is the PSC pump, and this is a 1992 model. It has a manifold on top here that is removed right now because I leave them on the car. You don't want to mess up those hoses, there are many. So you remove the manifold and the pump is shipped like this. What we're gonna do now is, this is our vacuum port that's plugged up, and this is our pressure port that is connected to the bottle over there, reservoir, pressure reservoir. This is central locking that is connected to the gauge, so we can see pressure and vacuum. So first thing is, once we put the power on, the pump is going to create pressure in pressure reservoir and vacuum in the vacuum reservoir. No need for the vacuum reservoir to be here, just plug up the vacuum line, and if the pump is not leaking internally, vacuum is going to get created and the pump will not run anymore. So let's put power on right now. Okay, so power is on, gotta give it a second. Well, actually like about 5. That was pressure. Actually, vacuum was already created, so let me release the vacuum right now, because I ran the pump for a second to test it. Okay, as you can see, when I undo the vacuum port, pump wants to create vacuum. So once I plug it and there is no leak, then pump shuts down. So we're good here. The next step is central locking. So let's do lock and unlock. We'll look at the gauge here. Once I activate it, that was our vacuum right there. See, when I lock the car, vacuum is created, and I unlock it, and that's pressure. Now what you want to see is about 0.5 bars. That's really nice pressure and vacuum. We actually are a little over, but again, the gauge is not most accurate gauge in the world, but more or less it reaches once it goes to 0. But all I need to know is if it's created, and if it's created and there is enough of pressure and vacuum, shut down switch inside the pump deactivates it, and it does not let it run, so there is no leak there. So lock and unlock is good. Let's move on. These are rear antennas on your trunk lid on fenders in the back, so when you put reverse, those little antennas for parking aid come up. So let's activate them. It was our pressure. So with pressure, antennas are extended. I release the power from terminal. It'll take a little bit of time before vacuum is created to pull them back down. That was antennas retracted down. I mean, they go back in. So they retracted back into the fenders. And one more time. See, I just quickly deactivated the reverse gear, and they went straight down because the pump thought that the reverse gear was put on for a quick second, so antennas did not have to extend all the way. But if I hold the power and I let power in there for a while, I let go, internal timer kicks in, and it holds antennas out for a while, even when you change to another gear like neutral or drive. And after a few seconds they retract back. So we're good here. Let's move on to the next one. The next port will be our trunk release handle. That's the handle that comes out the trunk, and for that we're going to connect it to this port, and there is pressure and vacuum on it. Because pressure is to extend the handle, vacuum is to pull it back in. Alright, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Here is our pressure. So when the trunk is open, I'm holding to the terminal, the power to the terminal. I let go. It pulls handle back in when trunk closes. So again, trunk is open, handle is extended, and When trunk is closed, handle is retracted. So we're good there. Next one, we'll move on to FKS. These are going to be our rear. For this one, it's rear headrests. So the headrests can come down. When I activate them, it will create series of vacuums to pull headrests down. So let's see. So it created a series of vacuum activations to pull all headrests down, and that's what happens. Once you hit that switch, it creates vacuum and shuts down. So that's basically operation of the pump. It works well. Let's just do our last lock and unlock cycle and we'll be good to go. So again, this is connected to central locking, and we're gonna do lock and unlock, and that's unlocking, pressure, vacuum, locking. So everything is working. Everything works well on this pump. There are no internal leaks. No leaks on the pressure circuit, no leaks on the vacuum circuit, and no leaks in any of the other circuits, because pump does not run continuously. It shuts down when pressure reaches 0.4 and over bars, and we're good to go. Alright, so this is basically going to be all. This is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com, pump repair for Andreas in New York. Thank you for watching.